why dating apps are an amazing tool to find the right girlfriend or wife. There's a lot of nonsense on Instagram about how bad dating apps are and that the algorithm is skewed against men and how hard men have it. You are making excuses. More than 50% of my clients find their girlfriend or wife from dating apps, so you can as well. Imagine you were to go to your great-great-grandfather and tell him that there's a rock, and if you touch the rock in a certain algorithmic manner, a woman appears out of nothingness who wants to get to know you and maybe become your wife. It's unbelievable. With just 15 minutes per day, you can get one amazing date every single week. I'm going to show you what ingredients you need for that. The first is really, really good pictures. Your profile sucks. If you are not getting quality matches and quality dates from dating apps, it is because your profile sucks. That's it. You don't need, but it's better to have these following 4 types of photos for optimal performance. The first one is professional photography. You need to look as good as humanly possible. And when it comes to photos, just like communication in general, because that's just a way to communicate your personality, there's authentic and there's effective. You need to dress in a way that is authentically you, but still looks good. There are some clothes that you might look at and say, well, they're really me. I feel really comfortable in these clothes. Yeah, congratulations, you look shit. Now, on the other hand, they are good clothes, but they're not authentic to you, so shouldn't wear that either, okay? So it's about authentic, but looking as good as humanly possible on these photos. The next category of photos you have to have on your Hinge or your Bumble or your Raya or your Tinder or your Christian Mingle or your Muzmatch, whatever the dating app happens to be that you like to use, is social proof. Now, social proof is not you and your buddies who are then taller than you. None of that nonsense. No. What you want is ideally a picture of you at a wedding with cousin Sarah here and cousin Marie on the other side. That would be ideal. Now, social proof has to be women. It shouldn't be you in a player way, and you don't need it, okay? You don't need social proof to have great quality matches and dates, but it helps. It can be you running, it can be you giving a speech, talking to different people. That is all social proof, okay? And it kind of falls into the last category as well, into the fourth category, which is status enhancing elements. The third category is lifestyle. I was just thinking for a moment, what is it? Lifestyle. It could be you skiing. It could be you, please not you climbing on a climbing wall. That just doesn't look good. But David, it's authentic to me. Doesn't matter. A dating app does not have to represent you in your entirety. If you have the expectation that one application can accurately display the depth of your IQ, your personality, your values, everything you've done in life, you're gravely mistaken and you're setting yourself up for disappointment. I love how guys say, oh, dating apps are so superficial. Of course they are. But who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. The only purpose of dating apps is for you to get dates. That's it. Yeah, but David, what if I rock up to the date and we don't really have a connection? Have a phone call or a video call before the date. Some women don't like it. If she doesn't want to have a phone call or a video call before the date, then stop rotting in the state of Denmark anyway, my friend. So, again, third category is lifestyle. You can flex. This is where you are allowed to flex. Don't lie, and you don't have to. But you can if you want to. Don't pose in front of a private jet that isn't yours, but take pictures in a way that make you look as good as humanly possible, showing off cool stuff. And ideally involve people in it as well. Because remember, you're just a stranger on the internet. She doesn't trust you yet. And she may have met or heard stories of her friends meeting really weird men on the internet. So the more trust you can build in the fact that you're a normal person who's going to treat her really well. I know you might say, yeah, David, I'm not normal. I'm above average in certain ways. You're a normal, kind man who's going to treat her well. The more you can build her faith in that, the higher the probability that she'll swipe right on you in the first place and that she's actually going to meet you for a date. The quality of your profile is extremely important. We've built hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dating app profiles for clients. It works if you make it work. Now, if you are, I don't know, like there are some men who are objectively too ugly for dating apps. That's a fact, okay? That doesn't apply to most of you. If that's you, don't worry, not all hope is lost. You can just approach in person and build an Instagram. Every man can find a quality relationship, but if you look like you're born in a car accident, my friend, no problem. You can just be charismatic in person and talk to him in person and send messages on Instagram. Dating apps just might not be for you. It's just one out of the 3 channels. You just have to use either dating apps or Instagram or approaches. One of those 3 channels is going to get you your wife or your girlfriend if you use it well, 100%. So next component is your bio. That's individual. The third is prompts. 2/3 of the prompts. Well, by the way, when I say bio is individual, it has to be tailored to you. I'm not saying that you can just make shit up and cause friction, because basically what you want to do at a high level on dating apps is you want to reduce friction. You want to reduce friction and build trust. So there's 2 things in social dynamics. You want to build trust and build value, your perceived value in her eyes. Tony Robbins says it's not about our value of our soul, the value of our soul. It's about the value of us in the marketplace. And we can have the same value at a spiritual level in terms of our soul, but the value of us in the marketplace, in business, in our career, in the dating marketplace, that varies gravely. So you want to display these 2 components, right? Value and trust. But on the other hand, it's also to reduce friction. And there's little things that can cause friction. You with alcohol, for example, depends on how it's shown. You with a fish. If you love fishing, great. Don't put it on a picture. David, if she has a problem with it, it's not about that. Too many of the wrong women are going to swipe left, and you won't even get to the right women. You get me? Because you can't just get the right women on dating apps. You need the right ones and the wrong ones, and then disqualify the wrong ones manually. Yes, you want to build a profile so that it naturally attracts more of the right women by communicating your values authentically. But you're going to get more of the right and the wrong ones. But if you have a fish, even if the right wife for you has no problem with you fishing or hunting, it's going to put women who are objectively attractive off. They'll swipe left, your account score is going to go down, and you won't even make it to the right one. Make sense? Good. It's just a tool. Again, it doesn't have to accurately display the entire depth of who you are. It's just a tool. If you use the tool well and then you split test different apps, be that Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, Raya, Christian Mingle, as I said, whatever you happen to do, want to do, whatever your preferences are, whatever dating app you want to use, you split test a couple of them, and then you spend 15 minutes a day on them, and then you learn how to text properly, and it doesn't have to be me, but somebody should help you with this whole thing, because otherwise you'll keep running in circles. If you use it well, you can absolutely meet an amazing woman. Now, approaching in person is still a great skill set that you can also learn. Sending messages on Instagram is a great source of dates. Amazing. But dating apps alone are super, super powerful. And it's whenever there is disbelief in something and a lot of men are getting frustrated with dating apps, that's an amazing opportunity for you. Have you not done things in your career or your business that most men would have thought aren't possible, or in your fitness? In some area of your life, you've done something that most people didn't believe in. And overall, the trend is that dating apps' performance are declining. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be on them. It means you should be. It doesn't mean you should spend an hour a day on them. Swiping 10 swipes right per day per app is more than enough, by the way. And then the rest you do with paid features. You run boosts on each app. It's pay to play. It's almost like running an advertisement for yourself. And then you let the app do the work for you automatically. And then you have to do a little bit of manual texting. But again, 15, 20 minutes a day is more than enough for one quality date every single week. And you really don't need much more than that. Yeah, I've had clients who went on 3-4 dates a week regularly just from one dating app alone. But that's excessive and that's not necessary. They got a little bit hype. Their dopaminergic system was hijacked because, oh my God, wow, real abundance. And I'm all about abundance, but there is a limit, right? You don't even have that much time for it. One date a week, one quality date a week is more than enough. They work. Stop making excuses. Whatever excuse you have as to why they shouldn't work is nonsense. Go check out all the testimonials on my website. And by the way, the best success stories I can't even share for privacy. Most of the success stories, the best success stories, for privacy reasons, I can't even share. Some of them would blow your mind. So, if you're a man who's doing well in your career or your business, and you want to find the right woman to share life with, click the link below or in my bio and apply for a free initial consultation. Looking forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.